But yeah, as I was gonna say, but I didn't wanna like break the cutscene, you know. The idea that you have an artificial intelligence entity that has developed its own sense of consciousness, its own massive ego, that ties back to the same idea what I said with this game's story and Stellar Blade's story, is how I said that the Mother Sphere in Stellar Blade, one of the biggest reasons as to why she sent so many of the Airborne Squadron members, like, for so many, like, you know, decades in a row unsuccessfully to, you know, capture or kill the Elder Knight Hiba, is exactly because she wanted the Airborne Squadron members, and particularly our EVE prototype, to gain a sense of humanity in her own, like, self, like her own, like, you know, ethics, her own, like, moral choices, her own, like, decisions that she would make. She wanted her to be, like, malformed or have the same kind of, like, upbringing as, like, a culmination of all the things that she experiences, create her into an actual, like, you know, feeling human being, you know? And that is what she wanted for all of her other Airborne Squadron members eventually. She did not want to, like, surpass human race without actually being able to have a race of enhanced humanity that she would feel would fit the image of her creator's, like, desire or their aspiration, which was to have an enhanced race of humanity who had the same morals, the same willingness to do good and valiant things that, you know, the humanity in their time was able to do. So it kind of ties back to that same idea with this game and Asteria. Is she wanted the Bladers to, you know, have this, like, same kind of, like, upbringing and learn these same, like, you know, morals from the suffering of humans, you know? She wanted them to, you know, gain their own sense of, like, identity through just individualism in this, like, you know, apocalyptic, inhospitable world that they are in. So it ties to that same idea, you know? I don't know, I just felt like I had to say that. Just felt correct. Maybe now if we go back to, you know, Delphi, he's probably gonna, you know, say something now that we found the courtyard of the tree, you know. Ah, here's Miller also.
Miller, are you angry?
You're okay with anything, aren't you? Well, that's not entirely bad. I just realized something about the past. Tell me, what did Asteria say about herself when she saw you?
She said she was about to fade away. She didn't have the authority to answer questions.
Authority. I see. No wonder you don't even know about the tree. She was about to be demolished and restricted from sharing information. And she couldn't create new Bladers, so she transformed a guardian of the tree into you.
What exactly is a guardian?
You were
Lost
literally
Bladers don't
just
die.
explained that.
In the end, they have to shut themselves and give up thinking. Rumor has it that Seed recycles such Bladers and turns them into mindless guardians who only know how to fight. But no one has ever seen them. I thought it was just a legend until now, seeing those guardians.
You know, her completely, like, nonchalant and careless attitude towards actually seeing, like, those living myths in flesh was very fucking underwhelming. Like, she's like, these guardians of the tree that we have literally never seen in fucking centuries of, you know, living on this inhospitable planet that we are in, riddled with all of these other painful, you know, experiences. And then she sees these, like, legends in the flesh, and she's like, these losers, they only know how to fight together, and, you know, they were like, let's team up. Like, what? Like, what is that attitude, man?
I once gave up on my mission?
Well, that's hardly surprising. Most Bladers end up that way. That's why there are only a few bladers left after a century. You're lucky that Asteria gave you a second chance.
Why me?
Don't read too much into it. She didn't have much time left and it happened to be you.
If most bladers gave up their mission, why did she give me another chance?
Because each blader is unique. You regained your consciousness, and that means you're not the same anymore. We're constantly changing due to the consciousness around us, and each blader has infinite potential. So she probably thought
Infinite
it was worth
possibilities,
giving
you
her
mean?
best shot to have just one more blader. For an almighty god, she cared too much about the bladers. What a fool. Now this is the end of it. I'll be leaving this place soon.
Can you give me
If there's
directions?
anything else you want to learn, just let me know.
Would you possibly give me directions? Because I have literally no fucking idea where the hell all those... Also, I have a lot of these. Yeah, let's actually get a whole lot of these, I think. Actually, New Game Plus if I play it on the same save. If. Now these ones I'm not gonna get buffs enough. Buffs are easy enough, but these... That's some fun casts.
Well, that's all for now.
Although even they are too expensive to use, to be honest.
I'm so sorry for being a machine.
What? Oh, Guardians weapons, I guess. What is this? I mean, I guess there's nothing to lose on this one. Besides the Nucleus, which obviously I will trade every time for the weapon. No questions asked.
So empty.
What the fuck? That sounds like a great re-engage tool.